Those are nice contrasting intros. It's Super Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition, which is a downloadable add-on for Super Street Fighter 4, or you can pick up the full game now, and you've got to hand it to Capcom. Nobody else in the history of video games has milked this series for as long or as successfully as they have with Street Fighter. If they released these in numerical order, we'd be up to 8,942 by now. Oh, no, 8,943. No, another 8,944. They just keep coming out. 8,945. And I suggest you enjoy this one before the alpha version comes out, or the Hyper Turbo Remix. They just never end. But you get what you pay for a modest price. You get 4 additional characters in Super Street Fighter 4, which already gives you about 10 additional characters over Street Fighter 4. And you can download the add-on from PlayStation Network or Xbox Live. Why doesn't Bionic Commando get this many games? One of the characters that you get is Oni, who has a hairstyle that looks like it would be difficult to maintain. I'm not very good at this game, so I can never pull off his super move, but I do want to ask him if he uses mousse or gel. What gives his hair that body and shine? Surprisingly, I lost. After playing any Street Fighter game, I always have to play a driving game, just to remind myself that I'm not completely worthless at life. Here's a look at all of the features that come with Super Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition. It's also available for PC, and for the consoles at least, you can download it as an add-on to your existing Super Street Fighter 4, or I lost my train of thought. Just read the stuff on screen. It's Super Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition Hyper Alpha Turbo Remix. What about my Street Fighter 2 on the Sega Genesis? Does it get any love? Is there an add-on for Street Fighter 2 on the Genesis? Something that maybe you can just plug into the side of the game cartridge, or maybe a 32X enhancer. What about the Super Nintendo owners? What do they get for Super Street Fighter? No, wait, what version is that? Street Fighter 2 Turbo something. I think by default I have more Street Fighter games in my collection than Pac-Man, and I have a lot of different Pac-Man and Ms. Pac-Man games. So here's a look at all of the fighters that you get in Super Duper Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition. Lots of them, many to choose from. Yet, unfortunately, you cannot fight as the car from Daytona, USA. Which was a real feature in, what was that, Fighters Mega Mix, or one of the Virtua Fighter games? You could come out swinging with your front wheels. It was awesome.
Are you ready?
Oh man, I hate fighting against this guy. I just want to do the Indiana Jones thing where I pull out my pistol and shoot him.
We've got 2 supreme fighters lined up. This is gonna be one hell of a show. KO!
If you previously paid full price for Street Fighter 4 or Super Street Fighter 4, you may be a bit annoyed that these add-on features weren't just included. But if you haven't bought any of them, you're in luck, because Super Street Fighter 4 is extremely affordable now. You can easily find it for about $20 and then get this download. That's not bad.
The battle of the century. Fight!
So basically, don't ever pay full price for anything. Not even a cheeseburger. You go in there and haggle with them. I'm not paying 99 cents. You bring that down to 97, and we'll talk. And then they'll add on downloadable content anyway. What? It now comes with sesame seeds. That's the Arcade Edition.
Selkie!